Today, we're taking a look at the GepRC Darkstar 22, the latest addition in GepRC's lineup of small, portable, and very powerful drones. This is a 2.2-inch FPV quadcopter with the O4 Air Unit Pro VTX in it. Now, these drones are some of the best ones that you can start flying FPV with, and also take them with you as you kind of build your skills, because they are very strong, so they can withstand a lot of crashing, but they're also very tiny, portable, and most importantly, lightweight. Combined with that, they have an extreme amount of power, so although this looks like a small toy and very basic thing, it's actually a pretty solid drone that you can actually extract amazing results out of. This drone comes with the latest tech from GepRC and has an all-in-one board with an integrated ELRS receiver, meaning that we have a smaller footprint and of course less weight. The weight of the drone is around 127 grams for the ELRS version, and what I really like about the design of this drone is that everything has been constructed with some thought behind it. Taking a look at the canopy, it has been dampened by 5 different points, so everything is kind of moving, but everything is very smooth as well. So no hard vibrations going through the camera, no jello, no nothing when it comes to getting smooth and nice footage out of this drone. Everything is nice and very fluid, I would say. The body structure is also very simplified, as you only have 4 screws to remove to completely disassemble the frame. And talking about the frame, you have an additional frame in the kit that you can have as a spare one. And if you're not a fan of the orange color and that more visible accent color, you can exchange that for this gray one if that's something that you prefer, to be a little bit more low-key with this drone. Additionally, of course, you have a spare set of props and some other small accessories like screws, an additional strap for your battery. Also, this kit comes with a ND8 filter from GepRC that usually we don't get any of those with our drones, so it's a nice thing to see that GepRC has thought about at least including one filter in the package. Now, something that I'm not a fan of when it comes to this drone that we are seeing here is because of the all-in-one board, we don't have a USB-C port on the flight controller. So to kind of connect your drone to Betaflight, you have to use this accessory here. So it's a cable that goes into a USB-C dongle, I would say. You have to connect this in the dongle, this cable, and then the other cable goes into the drone. So it's not a very effective way of connecting your drone. I would have loved to have a USB-C port on the drone itself, so I don't have to use this and I can simply connect any USB-C cable to it and change my settings or my rates and everything. So right now I just noticed one of my cables has popped out of the plug, so I have to deal with that. So definitely not ideal if I want to quickly connect to the drone now. I need to fix the cable first. Other than that, we have this LED strip which lights up as soon as you power on the battery, and you can see, and it is also something that you can assign to a switch on your remote controller, so you can turn it on or turn it off depending on your desire. If you want to be, like I said, a little bit more low-key and you don't want to have this light around the drone, you can turn it off from your switch on your remote controller and just fly without it. When it comes to the batteries that this drone uses, it's a 3S drone, but you can also fly it with a 4S battery or a 2S battery if you wish. However, 3S is what GepRC recommends for this drone, and this battery is what I have been using. This is a 720 milliamp hours high voltage battery, so it's a lithium HV type of battery, and this thing gives you a maximum flight time of around 7 minutes, depending on your flight style, depending on the weather conditions, how much you actually you use the throttle. But this is a great battery for getting those smooth shots and still having a lot of power and a lot of punch when you need it. And finally, a small thing, but very much appreciated, especially if you're packing a lot of gear inside your backpack and want to have this flat inside. Sometimes the antennas really get in your way, so you can actually pop them out of these holders and they are now horizontal, so they don't stick out anymore. And I think this is a huge thing if you are just looking to put this into your backpack and you just want to keep it flat and horizontal without anything sticking out. This thing is a big deal for me. As someone who always has a lot of gear inside the backpack, this is a much appreciated feature. Now, you've seen me fly many of these drones over the years, and especially with the O4 Air Unit Pro, you know what to expect out of a drone like this. So in terms of the quality, this is something that we've seen before, of course. So I'm going to leave you with live commentary from my very first flight of the Darkstar 22, so you can see my first reaction of flying it, and then I'll meet you back to give you my final impressions of this drone afterwards.
Ooh, okay, so first flight with this drone, and right off the bat I can say this thing is powerful, because the throttle position is very low and still the drone is going quite fast. So I'm really enjoying it. It's not lacking power, that's for sure. Even though it's a 3S drone, very lightweight, very small, still this thing is moving super good. And yeah, it's turning great. It's amazing for like cruising. Wow, that's good. That's seriously good. Let's see if it has a little bit of power too. Wow, it has the power. I mean, it's not like freestyle drone, but obviously it can do some freestyle moves, no problem. You can even dive with it, as long as you don't wait until the very last moment to grab it, so it doesn't like bottom out. But wow, that's seriously impressive from such a small drone. Look at how powerful this thing is. It's even a little bit too powerful for what it is, in my opinion. That's crazy. I love it. And with this high voltage battery that we have, it's an HV battery, lithium HV. By the way, look at that view. Let's climb up a little bit. Look at this. It's amazing. And the city right behind. So like I was saying, with the battery, it definitely feels like a very different type of drone. High voltage, more power, that's for sure. I'm definitely enjoying this. As for the signal, we already know O4 Air Unit Pro, can't go wrong with it. Let's just try to gently, oh, I'm losing signal here because yeah, no problem with the throttle. Absolutely no issues with the throttle. As long as you have a little bit of throttle control, you'll be good with this drone. And with this battery, I heard that you have a flight time of about 5, 6, 7 minutes, which for now we are at 3. Keep in mind it's very cold, so this is also a limiting factor for the battery. But this drone is for like fast-paced cruising and just going around your surroundings and just exploring. Wow, it's crazy to say because it's such a small drone, but it's so powerful. Like, my throttle is so low and still it's moving so quick. Like I said, a little bit too quick for just cruising. I might have to fiddle a little bit with the camera angle, with the rates, but this is my first flight with the drone, and nothing has been changed. Everything is stock. And one thing I have to say is those numbers here in the middle of my screen are super annoying. That's one thing that I will remove straight away. First thing I will do when I connect this drone back to Betaflight because I really dislike having telemetry lost. Okay, it's back. I'm around the edge of my signal, I think. It's like the good signal, because there are a lot of obstacles, a lot of trees, even though we don't have that many leaves. But still, I'm not like in direct line of sight between me and the drone. So still, I need to have that in mind. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm already getting low battery warnings, so maybe the weather is definitely limiting my flight time a little bit, but I've been flying for 5 minutes already, so it is kind of normal. I haven't punched the drone too much, so let's just try to come here one more time. Easy, everything is easy. Okay, time to land, but first flight, like trying out this drone for the first time, I have great impressions. This is so much better than I expected. Great job from GepRC on making a drone that is small, portable, tiny, lightweight, not too loud, and still moves like crazy. I love it.
So overall, I would say the GepRC Darkstar 22 a fantastic choice for anyone looking to have a small, powerful, very smooth drone with the latest tech from GepRC, with the all-in-one board. The O4 Air Unit Pro, of course, is a big deal, and the dampening system is fantastic. You have no jello, no vibrations, no problems with the footage whatsoever. And like I said, this thing flies like an absolute beast. You wouldn't ever guess that such a small drone flies so well, and I'm so happy to have this in my arsenal for smaller footprint drones that can go into tight gaps and have this O4 Air Unit Pro without an additional action camera on top. This is not only capable and smooth, but also powerful when you need it. So it's a perfect mix between that power and the smoothness, and a perfect cruiser as well. So for me, this is a great purchase. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out for yourself. Maybe buy one for Christmas. That would be perfect gift for anyone looking to upgrade to something like this. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Ciao.